with Limitless Hoops coming at ya this Tuesday evening / afternoon / whatever after school time. We are not practicing tonight, but I did just book some times for us to begin Tuesday and Thursday additional stuff, and I figured based off of the momentum and off the new year and everything like that, and off of like what we're gonna do this summer or next summer, we're gonna start the 5 practices a day, or five events a week. We're gonna start that in March. All right. Before then, we still will do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts, which I believe more and more people are doing. All right. How many people are itching to do additional days? I don't know. That's what it kind of matters, because if that can quickly deteriorate our programs. What I figured out. It's if we have 3 days a week, we're usually good. And some parents might think that that's too much. Some parents think that that's like just enough, etc., right? All right, but as soon as we start talking to the kids, or about the kids that want to go to higher levels, that takes additional workouts, and especially since we actually want to learn some team basketball as well. All right, usually, what's up, Kieran and Declan Lau? All right, if you're here, check it in the comment section, please, so that I know that you're here. But yeah, if you like poll parents what they want you to learn the game of basketball in a deep and meaningful way. They want you to be able to win some games and understand that. If you ask them, well, do you want your kid to go to the NBA or do you want? They're like, oh, I don't know about that. Or and some parents like, yeah, and their answer for that is to get you guys additional private sessions, but those get costly, and also that doesn't teach you team basketball very well, because basketball has a lot of mentality stuff to it as well. All right, so they want the team practices. We don't offer those yet. We offer skill practices to get you better. All right, because you won't get better without the skill stuff. While other programs expect you to do the skill stuff on your own, we allow you to do that in-house, and we help you out along the way. And it's quite more extensive than they might offer, especially in a private session, but also like in terms of like just whole offerings of what you could come up with yourself. So that's what we offer Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We will start Tuesday and Thursday though, because the team stuff does matter, at least in terms of keeping our team together. In terms of getting some wins, things like that, but also for the long-term goal, because you can get ahead of people. All right, it won't keep you ahead, because everyone will eventually learn the stuff that your team wants you to learn, but you will be ahead so that first day of tryouts, you've seen this stuff before and you know this stuff. So that's why I want to add the team stuff, but we won't add that until March. All right, I'm getting the schedules booked for January through May, so heads up for all that stuff, and that's what's cooking. As opposed extra stuff, we have carpool this Friday. All right, I will be driving. Teo's dad will be driving as well. We can fit 1, 4, 10 kids plus 2 drivers. All right, 10 kids plus 2 drivers. So far, we have 7 kids. We have room for 3 more of the 7 kids that we have. We got Kieran and Declan Louth. We got Teo, obviously. We got Joey. We have Taz. That's 5. We got Hunter. We got Trenton. I believe those are the 7 kids that we have going. If you want to sign up, make sure that you take those last 3 spots, because we are not having workouts this Friday in the Broomfield area. We only have workouts going on in the Aurora area. So we will be traveling out there to link up with our Rev Up brethren, all right, and their workouts, which will be led by me. Same exact workout that we will do in Broomfield, but we're doing it in Aurora, so we'll have some fun headed down there and heading back. So make sure you guys go into our WhatsApp app and sign up for that. All right, next thing we got, talking about parents and what parents want, and what parents need for their child. All right, I have this parental idea that I've been thinking about. Okay, I basically, from what I've learned from parents, if I were a parent, and what I would say is I would be like, yo, you can use sports to become great at life. And you do that by striving to reach the highest levels. But from the looks of it, what I think that most parents are trying to do is this. It's a far easier way, but it's pretty tricky, and I think it works almost just as well. they kind of set their kids up for disaster in terms of sports, something that they would never do for school. They allow their kid to basically get off their back by saying, here's a sport, go at it. And they'll take them to like a Denver Nuggets game, and they'll get the kid super inspired, and the kid wants to become Jokic. And they'll say, Mom, what do I do? Dad, what do I do? I want to become Jamal Murray or Jokic. And they'll say, hey, we'll put you on a team, boy. Yeah. And then it's up to you. Figure it out. All right? And they'll be like, is this team enough? It is if you figure it out. And they want the kid to figure it out. And what the kid wants to, and what they do to the kid is, they don't want to push them that hard, because I think most parents know the amount of work that Jamal Murray put in, but they're not going to tell their kid. They're going to just be like, hey, you got to work hard. Just know that. And they kind of want the kid to fail, because the kid's going to fail anyway in their eyes. So we might as well make it as easy for them to fail as possible. It's like when your parents buy you a goldfish so you can learn about death. And I believe that the parents want you to learn that no work equals no gain. So when you come home crying, they're like, I told you to work harder. You didn't, right? So now let's work harder for the science thing, huh? And I think that that's their game plan. And because, if they go the other route and they say, yeah, work real hard, and they tell you to do this, and all of a sudden you put that work into basketball, because of the height stuff and everything else, they end up looking stupid, because your hard work won't really pay off, because you only had a 1% chance of making it. So they don't really like that lesson. They don't want the lesson that you have to learn that sometimes you can work your butt off and not achieve your goals. That's not a good lesson for parents to teach their kids. They want the lesson where if you don't work, you won't achieve your goals. And that's a much more easy lesson to learn from sports. So that's what I think that parents are doing. They're playing the odds of it. Whether they're subconsciously doing it or not, I don't know. And because again, parents, they have their boundaries. All right? Parents will allow you to step outside of these boundaries. If you're like, hey, can I stay awake for 5 extra minutes? They'll be like, sure. But if you're like, can I stay awake for 3 extra hours? They're like, no. So every parent has their limits, right? And most parents, they don't want to fight this fight. If you say that you want to make the NBA, sure, they might see that as you want to become a doctor, or they might see that as you wanted to live your life. And they want to support you. But the moment that you say that you start doing things that go against those things, they have their boundaries, but they want to pick their fights. So let's say that you wanted to not do homework. Your parents won't let you win that fight. Even if you're like, but I don't want to do the homework. I don't want to. They know that the hazards are too big for that one. That the consequences are too big. Or if you're like, I want to jump off this building, they're going to say, no, we're not going to let you do that. Sorry. But if you're like, I don't want to do basketball this week or this month, or I don't want to go that hard, and no matter how much you want to make the NBA, they're not going to fight you on that one. They're going to be like, let him learn. Let him learn. Right? They might kind of poke at you a little bit, but they're going to let you fail. Right? Because they have to save your life when you want to jump off the building. They have to save your health when you want to eat ice cream for breakfast. But they don't want to keep adding to that list of stuff that they force you to do, or else you're going to stop listening to them, or you're going to get annoying. So they're going to let you fail. So realize that, and realize what the parents are doing. So, what else was I going to talk about? No, that was basically it. So you know that you have your parents' support, but a lot of them, they're kind of supporting you in a very backwards way. So heads up. Maybe speak to them about that and say, hey, can I take this as seriously as I take my chores? Or as seriously as I take my homework? Would you mind that? Would you mind putting that in the same category? All right, and I think that many parents would be very impressed by that, and they would allow you to do that. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that stuff. It's kind of a weird thought, but it is what it is, right? All right, let's go to the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, you've got this. All right. This is our chance to tell you you can do it. All right. Stay positive out there. That was yesterday's quote, right? Stay positive, but you've got this. If you keep going, you've got this. All right. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself that you can do this. Just look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror, and just look at like deep in the eyes, and just be your biggest supporter. And tell yourself that you've got this. Especially if people aren't telling you that you've got this. And you have to certainly believe that. And know that it's so many years off that your efforts will actually, that positive way of thinking will actually mean something too. Especially if you say it every single day. It's like a daily affirmation, right? So know this, guys. No matter how far away that you think that you are, you've got this. There's a quote that I love from Bob Dylan. He's a singer. He's a music artist. He's a very bad singer. Not very bad, but kind of bad singer, but he's a very, very good lyrical artist, okay? From the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. He's still alive, too. It's like 90 something. But he said, I know this dream, it might be crazy, but it's the only one I've got. And I feel that way with my basketball-centric life. I feel that way with the things that I want to accomplish for this program, and that might be like a very extreme way to look at it. But look at just like a kid's life. They don't have a chance to have other sorts of dreams right now. Their one dream might just be basketball because they haven't developed other ones yet, like their future endeavor into retail or something like that, right? Or the stock market. I don't know what their dreams might be, but right now this is the only one that they have. So you might as well put your all into this dream. And again, when you get other dreams, that's when you can apply these lessons to that dream. So I really think that that's apropos here, where you want to be really super positive about it, and you've got this, even though it might change, because this is the only dream that you probably have right now. All right, so take it to the bank. All right, this is the dream that you have. Go for it right now, and if it ever happens to change, just apply the same rules to this dream. Let's take a look at the itinerary for the day. What are we talking about? We got future stuff. Spin moves, 2-on-2 triangle, 2-on-2 triangle, sorry. Force post middle, poly pyramid, 0 to 3 seconds up by 3, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. All right, this is how we learn our offense in both the 2-on-2 and the poly and pyramid one. We also learn defensive strategy. Basically, the first thing that we learn on this list, the first thing that we do in our team practice, once they start again, starting in March, we do a warm-up drill. All the warm-up stuff like the swoop layup chase, one-on-one cutthroat, spin move series, that stuff's a part of our warm-ups. If we could ever get through all of them, along with three-man weave and all that stuff, these are warm-ups. The second thing that we do is, I believe it's an offensive strategy. All right, the third thing that we do is, I believe it's a team concept. A team concept, it could be a defense strategy or something like that, but a team concept. And then the fourth thing we have is a group drill, some kind of group drill. Then the fifth thing would be a scenario. We're going to tell you guys you're down by 3, you might have missed a free throw on purpose, whatever, right? And then the last thing we do is scrimmage, and we scrimmage in some sort of way. All right. Eventually, we want all these things to be really, really competitive. All right, but that's what would take everyone to know all these things. So when we start our team practices, come to those, but that's when it starts to fall apart, because people will say, okay, I'll come to the team practice, but I'm not coming to the workouts. Or I'm going to the workouts, but I'm not going to the team practices. Or I'm coming to one day of the team practice, but not both. It's very, very hard when you try to mix two groups of people in there, but hopefully we are miles beyond where we were last year when we tried this. All right, stuff that we did in the past, or talked about in the past: swoop layup chase, athletic rebound putback, meet the post on the break, all out deny great players, miss free throws on purpose, 10 plus seconds down by 3. If you're trying to do some of this stuff for your homework to get ahead of it, maybe just read through it, look at the video if we happen to have it, but we don't have to have the videos yet. You can also try doing some of them, like the athletic rebound and putback. But overall, on these days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, when you want to post, you can post the workout card for those days. All right, and that's just a simple shooting, ball handling, jump ropes, and push-ups. All right, stuff that we would talk about today is one-on-one cutthroat, end of the play scenario, double the post on the dribble, outlet pass to sideline, miss free throws on purpose, and 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws for one-on-one cutthroat. Make sure when you play this game, challenge yourself. Roll the ball out fast, sprint to close out so that you can react. When you do react, step with the correct leg either way. All right? When you want to play defense, make sure that you turn them. They only have 3 dribbles max, so make sure that you turn them within those 3 dribbles, and then you put a hand in their face to deny. This is your practice for doing like basically the toughest defensive thing that you can do. Because if you can control people and stay in front of them for longer than 2 dribbles and force them this way versus that way, then our team defense is all the more better because of it. Offensively, you want to attack them. Notice how hard it is on defense to close out. You want to attack their shoulder, hit them, and then create. You can also create some room with some step backs or hit your initial jump shot to keep them honest. So you can practice your 3-layer offensive strategy where you have layups, mid-range jumpers, and threes. Our end of the play scenario, what we do for end of the play, we just, this is what we do for the end of the play scenario. Whenever we're up against a shot clock maybe, but usually a game clock at the end of a quarter or half or the entire game, just so we don't have to call timeout, this is our go-to play. So hopefully if our competition was watching this, that would be crazy, huh? But no, we're gonna go here and we're gonna go 180 to a tangent. All right, so 180 to tangent because it's something where we can decide what we're doing and we can decide who handles the ball. So you can basically, you're gonna just take the ball, dribble out to the side, and then when you hand the ball off, now we get some movement. And right here we have some surprise action so that they can't see us, and we're coming off this screen. We're gonna make stuff happen off this screen. And it's enough to do like a 10-second play, 5-second play, and we can put shooters in positions, whether we need threes or like a big man stepping out. As this guy might just go straight to the basket as well. This guy flashing, and then a back pick so that there's some like pick. So it's like a screen and roll action, but also like a back pick action. So it gives us many options. All right, and that's why I like this one. So it's an easy call. We all know it. It's even one of our drills. We actually have it in like I think 3 different drills where we do this play. We do it in our play set during practice. We do it in our workouts where we get shots up, and then we do it when we're just practicing the actual play. All right, so this is a great way to finish off any kind of like quarter where the other team isn't going to expect to play, so we know what we're doing. But other teams might have theirs, and teams should definitely practice over these, whether it be your favorite play or putting the ball into your best player's hand. All right, you want to make sure that you have an end of play scenario, and that one's ours. Other thing we got is double the post on the dribble. You have to make sure that you don't need to go immediately. And this is why you should be patient. All right? If you get the ball in the post, take your time. You don't need to go anywhere yet. You can turn and face. Because let's just say that as soon as the guy caught the ball, we started sprinting toward him. That's when everyone's open and the ball's still in his hands. That really only works in games with stupid bigs, where as soon as they catch it, you start sprinting and they start dribbling. Now it's like, oh, we're all just coming. We might send 5 people, right? Because we play against such bad teams sometimes. But if you're patient and you just look first, now you freeze the defense. If the defense does come, you get easy passes. If the defense doesn't come, now you get to choose your options. Now you're doing things in a very purposeful way. All right. So on double the post on the dribble, don't forget the on the dribble part. And when you come in, it's outside hand. We keep reaching with the strong side hand. Those are fouls, guys, whether they're calling them or not. Reach with the outside weak side hand so you can point at their chest and swipe straight down. All right. Next one is outlet pass back to sideline. Let me show you this real quick, especially you point guards out there. All right. If we get a shot up and it comes to us on this rebound, as everyone's sprinting down the court, we need to make sure that our point guard, who might have also been in for the rebound, needs to absolutely blitz it to right here. You need to sprint as hard as you can for these 4 or 3 steps right there. And you go up at a diagonal, and then you put your butt to the sideline so that you can see the entire court, or as much of the court as possible. You won't be able to see like this little bitty blind spot right here, but there should be no one back there. But you can't just waddle around right here and then go for this handoff unless they're very, very bad. But even if they're bad, you want to sprint out, put your butt to the sideline, and then retreat. And then you can come get a ball from a player who can't make that outlet pass. This person who catches it should catch it with their arms high, pivoting strong, and then throwing a really strong outlet pass overhead without throwing the ball away. Even in the NBA, they sometimes mess this up where they'll throw it like 5 feet above their heads. It's because there's a reason that these players aren't dribbling the ball, and they probably can't dribble or pass either, right? They lack guard skills. So you have to make it as easy as possible for them. But the first part is to run out here. If there's someone guarding you, there is a point where you could also cut back down the middle for like a sprinting catch, but that's pretty rare. I would say either you get out here and then retreat, or get out here and then walk yourself up the sideline so you can get a deeper and deeper outlet pass. Then when you catch the ball, make sure that you take a long first step and a longer first dribble, and then you're off to the races going toward the middle of the court. All right. For our outlet passes, this is something that we would practice during the actual team practice stuff. So get good at it so that we can apply it for the games. Miss free throws on purpose. We might have to miss a free throw on purpose. You can practice that. I say bank it with a high arcing shot to give us all a chance, and step off center as well. And then 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. If there's, let's say, 17 seconds on the clock and we're down by 3 and we have free throws, if we miss both free throws, there's 17 seconds on the clock, we are not fouling. You're not going to foul because there's more than 10 seconds. You make them cross half court and then you can foul them. Because it's kind of like the entire game is on the line right now, and we really, really want to steal. We could even scream foul in the situation and then just not foul them to kind of trick them, because they might just hold the ball and stay still, where we can get a jump ball or even a 10-second clock violation. But we need to not foul if we miss both free throws. If we're down by 2 instead because we made one, same situation, don't foul. All right, and now you still have to foul once they cross half court, because there is no shot clock like that. And then if we're down by 1, exact same thing. All right, because we made both free throws, we're not fouling. We try to trap them, try to get them in trouble before they cross half court. Then once they cross half court, then we foul. And then even if they make both free throws, now we're down by 3 with like 5 seconds to go. Now that's still possible. All right, so that's our only chance, and that's the way that we would play that. Let's check the homework. Kieran and Declan Louth with lots of cones. Nice job. On count quick dribbles. Post big seal to score. Nice job. Declan lane slides. Declan Kieran and Declan with the big shots, and then the push-ups right there. You guys do a lot of push-ups. Nice job. I see Teo with the dribbling. Weston with 1-on-1 post. That was from yesterday though, right? Yes. What happened to reboot? No, stop adding videos that aren't our videos, guys. All right, let's check the story of the day, and then we'll get moving. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the further you get. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the further you get. Yes, the further you get. That's why, not just dreaming, but like trying to go for those dreams. All right. The more you dream, the further you get. Don't put a limit on anything. All right. And especially if it's a passion in your life, don't put a limit on it. All right. Speaking of limits, we got our movie of the day for what grade is it? I believe it's the 4th grade movie of the day. And this is Secretariat. All right. All right, look, Secretariat, it's a good movie, okay? I'm gonna give it 41 stars right off the bat. But this movie is not as good as Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit came out like, oh man, these movies came out like right by each other. But Seabiscuit, besides the fact that it had the original Spider-Man guy in it, not the original, but 2000s original. It was better because that Seabiscuit was like an undersized horse. This horse won a whole bunch of races, and it turns out that it was enormous, and its heart was 4 times bigger than every other horse's heart. It's weird to even like a horse movie, but honestly,
it was a well-made movie, dude. Secretariat, it was a very well-made movie. I believe Seabiscuit is the one that got a standing ovation in the middle of the movie. Okay, could you imagine that? Like, the movie was not over yet. It's like, I think like 30 minutes until the end. And people stood up and clapped during Seabiscuit. Secretariat, not as crazy, but it did take the world by storm. And like, honestly, it was like, imagine a horse getting as much attention as like Michael Jordan. That's how weird these days were. All right, and in the top 50 athletes of all time on ESPN's list, Secretariat was one of them. Insane. So, fourth graders, watch that movie. It's your movie of the month. All right, our trivia question today. Trivia question today is, I believe it's not that tough. It's kind of tough, but you can Google it. All right, I want to know, who is the Charlotte Hornets all-time offensive rebound leader? I love offensive rebounds because the other team was supposed to have the ball. Now they don't. You don't have to block them. You don't have to steal it. You don't have to rebound. You don't have to let them shoot. You just completely erased their play. So offensive rebounds are amazing. So I want to know who in Charlotte Hornets history is the all-time offensive rebound leader. This player, male or female, I'm not sure. I can't tell. Maybe current player, maybe a past player, maybe a player from the 1960s. No, because the Charlotte Hornets are pretty new. Let's see who it is. Going with Okafor. Okafor played with them for like a year or two. I don't know, man. All the guesses you could have made, all the Googles you could have Googled, I'm not sure about that guess. Dude, I mean, wait, should I check, see if it's Okafor now? Maybe the trivia question. Oh, no, I'm not even going to check. There's no way that is it a Met Okafor? Which Okafor are you talking about? There's like two of them. Let me see. Charlotte. Emeka Okafor. Wait, what? There's no way. Okay. I think I had an outdated thing. What? Emeka Okafor? You actually got it right. What? Okay, now I gotta type this in. Morning. Okay, wait. I gotta look it up. I had Larry Johnson. Now, Larry Johnson, he's still their all-time leader in all rebounds, but he didn't play for them for that long either, I believe. Let's see, rebounds. Man, oh man. I got to apologize to Emeka Okafor. He's their all-time leading rebounder. Yes, he is. How about offensive rebounds? There are so many different stats on this thing right here. Seriously? Okay, just type in rebounds maybe. I mean, there's so, right there. There we go. Offensive rebound leader. All right. Okay. It looks like Emeka Okafor is their total rebound. And if you look at defensive rebound, it's Gerald Wallace. But if you look at offensive rebounds, Emeka Okafor is second. Is he still playing for them? I don't think so. He finished 29 rebounds behind Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, the answer. Wow. Because you can't answer twice, Caleb, that means that stupid Kiernan won. Kiernan's the winner. Wow, it's Larry Johnson by like 29 rebounds. Unbelievable. But my apologies to Emeka Okafor and his whole family. If you guys are out there watching, my bad, dude. My bad. But yes, gotta give it to Kiernan. And gotta ask you guys, would you want Dillon Brooks on your team? Probably not. But would you want to be Dillon Brooks? Probably not. But you should, because every team needs a hard-nosed guy. And everyone hates these guys, whether it be Pat Beverly or like Matthew Dellavedova. There's room for a team there is room on any team for a hard-nosed player. All right. So if you want to be a hard-nosed human being, hard-nosed player, you want to like guard the other team's best player. You want to get loose balls. You will always make the team. If you're like, well, no, I do not want to be a trash man. Well, that's your fault. All right. Because these guys, as annoying as they kind of are the heartbeat of a team. So, I mean, I don't like to give Dylan Brooks compliments, but I'm just telling you, every team needs a Dylan Brooks or at least like Dylan Brooks-like character on their team. So if you are desperate to play basketball, it doesn't even take that much skill. Honestly, you need to be a little strong, a little fast. That's about it, man. You just need to like not hate getting hit in the face. All right. So if you want to do that, do that. Don't forget that the quote of the day is "You got this," and don't forget also to sign up for our carpool through WhatsApp. And I will talk to y'all later. Congrats. Kieran got the answer right. Nice job. Cue my music, man. Got to get out. Peace, 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 y'all.